I have a gift. I don't know if it's from all the concussions or not, but I can gauge distances phenomenally. It's a luck of the draw thing. I'll stand 25, 30 feet away and I'll go, I'm gonna close my eyes, I'm gonna step on your right foot because you need to know distances, right? We'll go over this more later, but I'll show you, when you get it right, it's epic.
My journey around the planet begins at North America's most northern drivable point. The plan is to ride through Canada and America before crossing over to Europe. From there, I'll make my way through the Middle East and Asia. After island hopping through Indonesia, it'll be Australia, and finally, New Zealand. The end of my journey will be marked by the southernmost point of the South Island. I'm calling it the Big Spiral, and this is Act 1, Preparation. Good morning. Today I'm going to take a motorcycle class, and I have a couple good reasons for doing this. Basically, I don't want to die. So motorcycling is quite a dangerous thing. I know even riding my bicycle on the road, I'm quite paranoid with cars and stuff around me. If I get in a collision with a car, I'm definitely going to be the loser in the situation. And I feel the same thing applies for a motorcycle. So this class is going to teach me best practices in terms of riding a motorcycle and staying safe. There's a couple other benefits. In order to get my license, I still have to do a motorcycle skills test, which I can actually do within the course. And then it also means I can do my road test sooner because I've taken the course. You know, they call them donor cycles for a reason. Yeah, I'm a registered organ donor, but I'm not ready to give up my organs just yet. So anyways, let's get to the class and we'll see how it goes. As I work my way through the course, I'll be working with 3 instructors, each with their own style. The very first of which will keep me on my toes. Ted is a hard ass of the best kind.
You can throw your helmet off for a sec, my brother.
Sure.
We'll go over some numpty stuff, then we'll get into riding. What are you riding right now, Eric?
I just got a KLX 300.
Have you put any time on it?
Just yesterday.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
And no riding before that?
Just like when I was a kid and handful of times with friends, but yeah,
okay,
not
we'll
much.
Call it no.
Yeah. A complete novice, I'm starting off with the most basic of skills. Walking the bike forwards and backwards.
Okay, eyes up, stay on the horizon, don't look down. I found every nickel and dime there is to be found in this parking lot.
Clutch and brake.
Yes! Pretend you're grandma that's got all the holdings and all the money and all the real estate that's gonna leave you in the Willis standing there. Don't knock her over.
The next step is using the motor.
So again, it'll look like this. Revs come up a bit. Clutch comes out, feet come up, clutch all the way out, clutch and brake, just like that. Don't go too far, Eric, because you have to push the bike back, and the last thing I want you to do today is to hurt your hammy.
My hammy's still intact. The next step is an exercise in going slow.
And remember again, doesn't have to be perfect, Eric, but push yourself, be the best you can be. It's like the Marines, but different.
The last one to the cone wins.
Okay, let's try again. You say when.
When?
Yes! Yes! Excellent! Clutch and brake, clutch and brake, clutch and brake.
Ted instills some wisdom for the next skill.
So when you go through these corners, I just want you to have your head up, look through your corner. Again, with your peripheral, you should be able to pick up all of this. You should be walking over and touching me on the helmet without even looking me in the eyes, because now you're learning spatial awareness. There's all kinds of great parlor tricks with this that I can show you.
And before long, Ted is keen to show off one of his parlor tricks.
Okay, jump off the bike. I'm going to show you what we're doing.
Yeah.
Never get off without the kickstand, because if you lose that and you get that handlebars right in the nether regions,
okay,
that hurts. I have a gift. I don't know if it's from all the concussions or not, but I can gauge distances phenomenally. It's a luck of the draw thing. And every once in a while, I'll do this to a class of students, right? And when I get it right, Eric, people are like, I'll stand 25, 30 feet away. And I'll go, I'm gonna close my eyes, I'm gonna step on your right foot, because you need to know distances, right? We'll go over this more later, but I'll show you, when you get it right, it's epic. Don't make a sound, don't make a sound. But you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
That becomes the parlor trick. When you get that thing right with your feet, man, your friends will go, what the? But that's why you throw it on the ground. It's like the end of that white line. Let's see if I can nail it.
A little too far.
But you see what I'm getting at, right? Even most people, if they close their eyes, you know, we find them over in North Van. So,
Although Ted's spatial awareness may not be what he thinks it is, using your peripheral vision to navigate will keep you out of trouble.
you need to be able to do this because ICBC bases this upon debris in the road. You're riding along, it's a skid that has fallen off a truck. There's lumber everywhere. It's broken glass from a beer truck. It could be body parts from the cartel. It doesn't matter, but you need to be able to...
The next skill to learn is emergency braking. And this is not how you do it. In order to pass the skills test, I need to stop in under 7 meters.
I'm not gonna just guillotine you, I'm just gonna soft sell you.
Okay.
Just clutch and brake and come to a stop. Don't worry about the distance. Let me just bring you to a controlled stop and then we'll see how we're doing for distance from there. Deal?
Cool.
Okay, whenever you are ready, no rush.
Will you move your bike? I thought it might be a good idea.
You know, there's always an adult in the house. Okay, you got me, smarty pants.
Go.
Okay, in first gear. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Because you rolled off the gas and you cheated. Remember, keep your speed steady.
Okay, I was kind of paying attention to the cone.
What did I say? Don't look at the cones.
Okay.
Okay, get out of there. Okay, now I'm gonna remove the cones entirely just because you're a bad boy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Squeeze that brake, squeeze it! Okay, that's not a bad start. Don't look at the cones. Okay,
I want to know how I did.
okay, just because you've been a bad boy, I'm removing anything you may think is a reference. Okay? It's only because I want you to be comfortable at the beginning. Tell you what,
Okay, yeah.
when I've dropped my hand, don't worry about coasting up to where I am. Just come to a controlled stop.
Sounds good.
Shall we try?
Yeah.
Don't look down.
Okay.
You're in neutral. Clutch and brake and tap, tap, tap. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Okay, that was within 7 meters. You chopped the throttle a bit, but don't look around for braking markers. Just keep your speed steady. Don't cheat. Do you see the prize van here? Do you see any teddy bears, giant stuffed frogs?
I see success.
Are we ready? Showtime! Squeeze! Give me some sugar. You couldn't have ended the day on a better note. Perfect. So that time, easy. You didn't touch your brake till my hand came down, so let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got 6 feet, 7 feet in your pocket for the MSA. So now when Lee's doing that with you, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay, you've done way better than most day one people have done. Okay, it's not blowing smoke because you got this on me. It's just reality.
Thank you. That's a great compliment. Thank you.
Well, you've done very, very well. I think you know you had some game, right? All I got to do was just polish it up a little bit today. And you'll have a blast with Lee on Friday too. You're going to be laughing.
Cool.
You did very, very well.
Oh, thank you for your instruction today.
That was awesome, Eric.
Yeah, very much appreciate it.
With the most basic skills complete, I've come back for another day of instruction. This time with Lee, who will teach me more advanced skills.
Put your kickstand down and then stay on the bike. Do you know why a motorcycle has a kickstand?
To stand it up.
Yeah, because it's too tired to hold itself up.
Oh yeah, ha ha.
It's a simple start,
Good, nice smooth input. Well done.
But the slalom test soon becomes about swerving around cars,
Excellent.
which evolves into an emergency situation, which Lee demonstrates.
All right, just waiting here, minding my own business, waiting behind this orange car, check mirrors. Oh no, I gotta get out of here. Revs, clutch, I gotta go. And away you go. Sound good?
Yeah.
And the scream is optional.
Cool.
It's all simple enough, but Lee has different ideas.
All right, let's put him under a bit of pressure to start. I mean, we're in a training lot here where it's nice and safe. But out in the real world, go. Too late. Oh, you're in neutral. You're done.
I'm not sure if that's peer pressure or a car.
You don't know. You just got to get out of there.
Okay. Well, if it's peer pressure, I shouldn't succumb to it, no?
Yeah. You shouldn't, but we do.
Okay. Let's try again.
All right, now let's give him some screeching tires as a stop. See if that. All right, surprise number 2, Eric. And I'm coming for you. Ah, go, Eric, go. There we go. All right, Eric's taking too many swerves to the left. He needs to do some to the right. Yeah, you're going to the right, Eric. Go to the right. Excellent.
I've only gone to the left through those gates so far. It's good to force me to go right because I'm not doing it on my own.
With Lee successfully creating real-world situations for me, it was now time for me to work with Melanie on my motorcycle skills test. It's the second step on the path to getting my motorcycle license. Melanie will be my tester, but first I get to practice before I take my test, and she will also be my instructor. The first part of the test is a walking speed roll to stop before a tight U-turn into a slalom. I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself to pass the test, and I'm quite nervous about it all.
All right, so this is 5 kilometers an hour. Using your clutch, you'll stop with your front tire inside the box, the 4 cones ahead. I'll tell you to speed up or slow down if necessary, and I'll walk right beside you.
Okay.
Okay? Yep, fantastic. And then this is your U-turn and 5 cone slalom. Stop when your back tire passes the 5th cone.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Nope.
No? So far, so good. Let's do it.
Oops.
What happened?
I lost balance, I think.
Lost balance?
Maybe a bit too much clutch.
Well, you let the clutch out.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I think so, yeah.
So in the test, if you were to do that, that's called a dangerous action and you would be hauled off the bike real fast.
Okay.
So you have to be able to control it a bit better.
Okay.
Especially, can you imagine doing that out in traffic someplace?
It wouldn't be good.
No.
No.
So keep in the friction zone. Don't let it all the way out. Stay in the friction zone.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to go back to the start and we'll try this again?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure. And no more of that funny business.
I would try not to.
Okay.
The U-turn is very tight, and the clutch on the bike has a very narrow engagement point.
That's it. That was beautiful. Keep the power on. Use your rear brake if you want to. Yeah, that was good. How did you like that U-turn?
I still felt a little uneasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're leaning into the U-turn with your body, with the bike, so maybe sit up a little bit differently.
Okay.
Just a hint. Because from what I saw and how the engine sounded as an instructor, that looked good to me.
Okay.
But I want you to feel easy about it too, right?
I'm a fairly mechanical person, and I used to race cars and stuff. So like I have a lot of mechanical sympathy, so I always feel like revving the shit out of something it just feels wrong.
I know, it does. And riding the clutch, oh, who does that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Get off the clutch as soon as you can, right? Yeah. Well, oily clutch, it's meant to ride.
Yeah.
And loud throttle, loud and proud.
Okay.
Yeah,
Loud and proud.
loud and proud.
With permission to slip the clutch and rev the engine, I take another run at it.
Okay, that was better than some of the instructors.
Okay.
Okay? When you're ready. That's it. That's the way to do it. Way to go.
The next part of the test is riding into a corner, accelerating, then braking. It's easier than the last part, but it still has me nervous.
Good. What was that?
I lost all my skills.
Funny business.
Yeah.
Come on.
Is that good? Okay.
You want to give the test a shot?
How much time do we have? My instinct is just to keep practicing, but yeah.
Let's give the test a shot.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So I need you to line up here with your front tire on that white line.
Okay.
So while I'm testing you, I have my ICBC hat on and I can't give you any
Advice.
advice,
Okay.
any instructor advice. I just give you instructions on the test.
Okay.
All right? Okay. I don't think you'll have any problems. Okay, changing hats. All right. 5 kilometers an hour. Must use your clutch. I'll walk with you up to the box of 4 cones ahead where you'll come to a complete stop with your front tire inside that box of 4 cones. I'll tell you to speed up or slow down if necessary.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. When you're ready. All right, this is your U-turn, the short cones. Once you finish your U-turn, go right into your 5-cone slalom. Doesn't matter what side you enter, doesn't matter what speed. Once your back tire passes the 5th cone of the slalom, please come to a stop and wait for me.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
All right, when you're ready. All right, front tire in between those 2 cones facing this direction, please. All right, this is the slow speed once again, starting with a left-hand turn, 5 kilometers an hour up to the box. You do not stop here. Your next stop is the box.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, when you're ready. All right, U-turn and slalom. When you're ready. All right, This is the fast portion. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, I will drop my hand when I need you to stop.
Okay.
Okay, when you're ready. Turn it off. You passed.
Yes.
2 points.
2 points.
Your first U-turn was a foot.
Yeah.
And your second U-turn, you did go out with your front tire, but you didn't hit the cone.
I know.
So that could be an argument.
Okay.
So I give it to you.
Okay.
Okay. And then your second point was your first sudden stop where your throttle was not even.
Oh yeah, here. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Other than that, that was it.
Okay.
See?
Sweet. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You earned it. Eric, you did well. I would ride with you.
Okay.
I don't say that to many people.
Okay, so the batteries in the GoPro died right as I was doing my test, but it passed. Oh, I was so relieved. That U-turn was really stressing me out. It's a really tight radius, and it's something I should be able to do being a mountain biker, but man, I just, it's hard. That U-turn was really hard. The rest of the stuff, not so bad, but the U-turn, anyways. But I'm just glad I did it. I'm so glad I passed. I was pretty stressed out. I know other people fail, and during the class I had the other day, Lee was saying the record for someone coming back to do their MST was 18 times, which is a while back. But yeah, and as I was going in to do the test, there was another guy there. He was kind of moaning a bit and just be like, man, I got to take time off work for this and all. And I guess he failed again. So it's not an easy test. But yeah, that U-turn, I dabbed my foot on it. I think it was only 1 point if you dab your foot, but it's just like, I just really wanted to get that right. And even in my test, I dabbed it. I think I got it right maybe 50 or 60% of the time. And even when I didn't dab, I still felt not that comfortable. I still felt a little out of control and really just pushing myself not to put the foot down. But anyways, I think the trick is, for all the slow stuff, you just kind of leave the clutch in one position and the throttle in one position, and then just use your brake to modulate the speed. I think that's probably, that was some pretty good advice. So, but, oh man, I'm really happy about that. The guys at First Gear, they're so nice. Ted on the first day was like inviting me to like a track day to go ride on the back of a sport bike around a racetrack. And then today, Melanie was telling me, yeah, you did great. I would ride with you, and I don't tell people that very often. So yeah, she was so patient and kind, and yeah, I don't know. There's no wonder they have 5 stars on Google or whatever, because they're awesome. So, but each person is a different character, and they're all gonna kind of react to your problems in different ways for sure. And yeah, I just need to learn not to die, look out for other people, make sure the cars don't run me over. Okay, bye, see you in the next video.
I know. 20 degrees. So yours will be about 50 degrees right now under the sun. This one will be about 30 degrees.
That's why I bought lighter hats.
Yeah, it's smart.
But I found this on a really good deal.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go for it.
Well, you're just wearing a sauna.